everyone and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different. I have seen a few of these types of videos. I thought I would do like the tattoo and piercing tag or whatever it's called. I don't even know if it's a tag. But basically I thought I would tell you all about my tattoos. So starting with my piercings, just because, and I have my cheat sheet because it's kind of difficult to remember and I normally sit here like, where are my tattoos again? Anyway, so I thought I would just kind of crack on with my piercings because they're dead easy and quick. I've got my ears pierced, obviously you can see them, but I have another set there and another set there. I have one piercing here and one at the top, but I don't tend to wear earrings in them just because of college. I don't kind of like wearing them all anymore anyway. I have obviously this side, I have my tragus pierced. And I used to have my nose, but I think it's probably closed up by now. I have my lip pierced. It's not got a bar in it, but I'm pretty sure it's still open for like a really thin bar anyway. I have my tongue pierced, if you haven't noticed already. And the weird thing about my tongue piercing actually is because I have kind of, it's a really strange thing, but I have really short tongue and I'm tongue-tied. Mine is like really super squint. I don't know if anybody else has had the same problem before. They either want to kind of do it really far forward or they want to do it squint. So if I just show you how squint mine is, you can see that it sits at a proper angle. And yeah, I think it's more comfy, to be honest. I think it kind of like sits out the way, it doesn't rattle off my teeth or anything like that. And I think, I can't tell you what age I was when I got all these done. I think I may have been 15 when I got my tongue pierced. I have my belly button pierced. I think I was maybe 12 when I got that done, and I have my left nipple pierced as well, and that's a really long story. But I think... yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I do sometimes put my lip stud or lip ring back in, but the problem with that was that she actually pierced it too close to my lip. And whenever I put a hoop in it, it would lay over to the side, and I didn't really like that, so that's kind of like the main reason for that. That's pretty much it for my piercings. So the first one I'll probably insert a picture of because it is quite awkward to try and get my foot up to the camera. I think it would probably cause an injury. So on my right ankle and kind of down onto my foot, you'll see what I mean by the picture, I have the Om. If you aren't a Charmed fan, and that will come into this later, what's her name? Alyssa Milano actually had it on the back of her neck and I just loved it. So I've got that and then a kind of design trailing down onto my foot, and by far is an ankle slash foot tattoo the most painful place to get a tattoo, or that I have done so far. It was so sore. Anyway, the next one I have is on my stomach and I'll show you in just a second, and it's basically the symbol for Virgo, because that's my star sign, and it's got kind of like a design as well. So there, and yeah, it's just the Virgo symbol with a kind of little design around it as well. And don't ask me what age I got these at because I couldn't tell you. I really don't remember. If I go back through like my Facebook to when I posted them, maybe I'd be able to figure it out, but I really don't remember. I know I started getting them as soon as I basically could, and I think every year since, or sometimes twice a year, I got tattoos. My stomach wasn't painful at all. I was lying on my back and I kind of was really tired that day, and I think my sister was in to get a piercing. My first ever tattoo was my lower back, and that is basically... I kind of designed it myself and I kind of didn't. I did the basic design myself and I took it to my tattooist. These tattoos, by the way, were all done by the one person. I'll link her Facebook page below. She is absolutely incredible. Yeah, I think once you find somebody who you trust and who knows what you like enough to design tattoos and that for you, what's the point in going somewhere else? So yeah, I've been to Catalan for every single one of my tattoos and I absolutely love her, and I don't see myself going anywhere else. So yeah, I took my design to her and I said what I wanted with it and stuff like that, and she changed it a little bit and added bits into it, and I just absolutely loved it. I'll try and show you it. That is that one there. I'll add a better picture of that one in though anyway. Underneath that I have everybody will know the saying, all good things come in small packages. Well, I have little things come in small packages because of a drunken conversation one night where it came out like that, and I was like, actually that's better. So yeah, I got that tattooed underneath it. Don't ask me why. I don't regret it or anything like that. I still think it's quite a funny tattoo. But yeah, little things come in small packages. The one that you can see just above that spans my whole back, I will have to insert a clip of. Basically, this is my phoenix. I absolutely love this tattoo. It took forever to do. I think it took 4 or 5 sittings of like a couple of hours to 3 hours and things like that. I can't actually remember completely, but it was totally worth it. It's a cover up. I'll see if I can dig out a photo of what it covers up. It was basically leaves. Because there's leaves in my first tattoo, I wanted leaves up my back, and it didn't. As I got older and I guess I grew, it just didn't quite sit like I wanted it to, so I got it covered up. And yeah, no, I absolutely just love my phoenix. And so it's got the cherry blossoms and things like that, and you'll see from the picture anyway. It was sore. Underneath my shoulder blades, round by my side, because it kind of creeps around my side, they were probably the sorest parts, and any little bits that were over my old tattoo were really sore. I didn't really mind it so much, apart from the fact that you've got to sit with no top on and kind of hold something over your front as you're getting tattooed. The next one is my triquetra, which is because I was such a massive Charmed fan. I don't know if I'll be able to show it on the other side. Oh, there it is. So that is it there, and that's the top of my wing of my phoenix there. And basically I got that because I was absolutely obsessed with Charmed. When it was on TV, and afterwards I had like the big box set with like the chest and things like that. I sold it. I really wish that I hadn't, but yeah, I always loved that symbol. And my mum actually has the same tattoo, I think on the opposite shoulder though. Hers is more of a kind of Celtic knot design, but so we both kind of have the same tattoo. The next one is my gecko on my shoulder, and I always wanted a gecko. I don't know why. When I was younger, I always just wanted a gecko tattoo, so we kind of made it more tribal-like, and yeah, I got my gecko on my shoulder. The pain there was nothing really. I mean, I can't really remember that far back. It was one of my first ones. But yeah, it wasn't really too... I'd say the tops of your arms are probably the best places to go for if it's your first tattoo, because I just don't really think it was that sore. The next one is my outside part of my half sleeve. I will add a photo just so that it's easier to see. But this tattoo was drawn completely freehand by Caroline. I absolutely love this tattoo. It took 3 sittings, I think. I think I got the outline, then the shading, then the colour. And like I say, she did it all completely freehand. It's actually taken from a Chris Garver painting, and it was in black and white, and it was facing up the way, but tattoos are always supposed to face forward. So I got her to flip it upside down so he was facing forward, and I wanted to add colour in as well. And the next one, which completes my half sleeve, is this guy here. He is my little Hanya man, my Hanya mask, and there's water lily up here and more of a closed water lily in here. I don't know how well you can see that, so I probably will add photos of this one as well. But I always wanted a Hanya mask, but I always found that they were quite freaky looking, or like bright purple and bright colours and things like that. So I found him even, and I'll maybe insert a photo of like the bit of paper where I actually found him. He was black and grey as well, and he had an open kind of water lily in here, and I didn't really like that, so I changed out the flower. And I like him because he looks more sad, if that makes any sense. All the other ones look really freaky, really angry, but he looks kind of, I don't know, I just think he looks sad. So I really, he's one of my favourite tattoos. For pain, my half sleeve wasn't bad at all. The sorest part was actually up around my shoulder here, and for my Hanya, my sorest bit was because it basically comes into my armpit. So yeah, but apart from that, the inner arm, I thought I was going to die. No, it's not actually that bad, but tattoos really do differ. Something that's agony for you might not hurt me. The Next one I have, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show you it, but it is the Eye of Horus on the back of my neck, and I just absolutely love kind of Egyptian symbols and things like that, and I've always loved that Eye of Horus, so I wanted that on the back of my neck. Wasn't sore, and actually it was when I first, I want to say first met, but it wasn't first met, when my kind of first date, first day out with my boyfriend now, was he actually gave me a lift up to my tattoo appointment because my car was broken down, and yeah, so that's kind of weird first date to take somebody on. Oh, can you take me to get my tattoo done, please? And then sit and watch somebody jab a needle in the back of my neck for like an hour and a half. But yeah, so it's got a nice memory attached to it now as well. Anyway, the next one is on my wrist and down my thumb. I can show you. So it comes onto my hand, and I know these are really quite controversial. I don't care. I like having it on my hand, and it is something that's quite dear to my heart. The Nala, it's Nhala, and there's little paw prints at the side here. Nala is my dog. She's like the first thing that I've had to really look after. Like, I mean, I've had like hamsters and guinea pigs and things like that in the past, and family dogs, but she kind of solely relied on me, and I absolutely don't know what I would do without her. She's a Newfoundland. You've probably seen her in videos past where her head's kind of appeared in the video and things like that. But she's 11.5 stone. I absolutely adore her. I love her a bit. And so I got her name on me so that I would never ever forget her. Not that I would ever forget her anyway, but I really like how it turned out and how she added in the paw prints as well. And this was all done freehand as well. The last and probably most meaningful tattoo I have is my swallows. So I basically have 2 swallows, and I got these last year. Was it last year? See, because we're in January, this is going to get really confusing. But anyway, last year I got these because the year previous I actually lost my nana and my gran both to cancer, and it was really quite a tough year. So I knew that I wanted some way to kind of be able to look and remember both of them and things like that. So it was really just kind of a meaningful tattoo for me, and I have always wanted swallows, so I just thought it was the perfect time. And I found, well, I didn't actually find this one, I found this one, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful, and then Caroline actually drew this one for me and made him a wee bit smaller. So yeah, I really love that one, and that, for now, is all of my tattoos. So you'll be able to see more of the detail and things like that in the close-ups. Oh, that wasn't actually painful at all. That was dead easy to get. If you want to ask any questions, add them in the comments section below, and I will kind of answer them all as best I can. And yeah, I mean, I would not basically sit here and say, yeah, go and get tattoos. I think that it is an expression of yourself. It's your body, nobody else's. Obviously, if you want to go down a career path where you know they won't take you if you have tattoos on your hands or on your neck, don't get them. I mean, I didn't care because I knew that I was never going to go for a job that would basically say no tattoos on your hands or anything like that. Things can change, obviously. Maybe it will creep up to bite me in the ass in the future, but for now I don't have any on my neck or anything like that. I do plan on getting more around about my hands, not my fingers or anything. Well, never say never. But I definitely plan on getting more, but I'm definitely not sitting here encouraging young people to go out and just get tattoos. I would say that it's something that deserves a lot of thought. And I mean, with the stigma and things like that around cosmetic surgery and around Botox, it should be the same consideration that goes into a tattoo as that goes into things like that. I've never walked into a place and said, I'll have that tattooed on me. I've always really thought about it. They all mean something special to me. If I look at any one of them, it'll bring me to a place. So that's what I really love about tattoos. I think everybody that sees my tattoos are like, oh, you're going to be covered in them one day. But you don't see an awful lot of mine, and it's something that I can show off if I want to, and I don't have to if I don't need to. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and As I say, if you have any questions about anything, put it in the comments below and I'll try my best to answer it. If not, I'll try my best to point you in the right direction. If you want to know a wee bit more about any of the tattoos I have, any of the pain tolerance or anything like that, if you're anywhere near this area, which I don't know because it is the arse end of beyond, then obviously my tattooist is in Fort William and they're called Local Motif, and I will link their stuff below if you want to go and check them out. I would definitely highly recommend going to them. If not, I would just recommend going to somewhere that you know has a good reputation, that you know is clean, that you know is qualified and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully it was helpful. If not, a wee bit interesting, but I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.